Time on distance here, critical.
All the way up.
Coming down quick.
Okay, stand by. Caught up in 2, 1.
Big clutch here, man.
Big trim here for the cycles.
Go hard, go.
It is on, the race between Orient Express Racing and American Magic. If there was one day the French need to go everything go right, this is the race.
Well executed, clean start by Orient Express.
I really need to get the pace on here because the Americans will be lining them up for the next tack, so all important to get a clean tack in and position yourself well here.
That left-hand boundary comes so quickly.
The Americans here will just be lamping straight on them here, so French needing to just try and survive there to windward and keep their air clear, but the Americans doing a good job of blocking the gap up there. Still an extremely tight race here.
Little build there.
No choice but to get out of there. We just saw American Magic slowly extending.
Yeah, so the French really needing to get clear here and really sail their own race. Shirley just sail the boat fast on the jib. Both boats on very, very similar sails, so the battle here is just to try and sail their own race if they can and just lock in and really hand it to the speed department of just sailing the boat fast forwards.
Perfectly positioned by American Magic.
He takes away. Happy to go
On to chase zero. Petey, your thoughts of the first part of this leg?
Yeah, nice jump off the line by American Magic, and they took the action all the way across to that left-hand side, and then when that first tack came, it was advantage to the Americans. For Orient, they just need to get into their work. You know this boat's pretty quick, and try and have an error-free race, and just, you know, put together a good solid one, because with the breeze being upright, 17, 18 knots and a wee bit more big seaway, reliability could come into play.
Lots of manoeuvres, Shirley, and we saw the Americans the other day against Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Lots and lots of manoeuvres, and they certainly look like they're having no trouble manoeuvring that big blue American Magic yacht on this upwind leg.
The meterage just keeps growing.
He goes back here, I think we go to lay out.
Yep, happy. Okay, let's lock her in here.
She's got 20 seconds this way and only 10 back the other for a right turn.
Bluey black, I should say, not blue. Lovely paint job.
Really backloaded.
Probably just coming in hard.
Okay, trying to press a little bit more.
5 seconds.
Okay, stand by. We're down here in 3, 2, 1. And turn. 15 seconds through 10.
American Magic
Really
with a
wave,
strong
down.
first upwind leg in this
That's a
race
good
of the
angle.
Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. One thing we do know about the French, though, if they're close, they will hang in. So left-hand mark for American Magic. Not too far behind is Orient Express Racing taking the right-hand mark.
Well in this race, Orient Express Racing, so just got to keep the hammer down, keep sailing the boat well. Just try and hang in there and put some pressure on your opponent, which they're doing well at the moment.
We know they've got good speed. They got a good package.
Vuitton Delapierre handing the helming duties over now to Kevin Pepinay. Got a little gain there to Orient Express Racing, sailing at a nice pressure there initially, so interesting to see the gap now. Slight gains to the French team for me.
Happy to go there. Okay, stand by. We're down here in 3, 2.
C'est pas loin des points limites, mais... Face mode, un peu d'intensité. Mauvais drive pour lui.
Allez, c'est bien.
Ok, il faut l'offrir un peu.
Ouais.
Allez, on a son téléphonage. C'est pas mal, on va être phasé avec lui, mais on va pouvoir faire drive round-up en bas, je pense.
Ouais.
Bon, on y va maintenant. T'as plus de vent de ton côté, la Jazz, ou pas?
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1.75 nautical miles and shifting the axis to 208.
I'm not concerned about him, just concerned about us. Okay. In about 5 seconds we'll set up. Okay, happy to go. He's gone.
The voice of Tom Slingsby bringing the attention back on board.
Okay.
This is the rotation coming
See the reflection of that windward foil arm and the rigging there in Tom Slingsby's goggles. He'll be full concentration here.
This right mark is favoured here.
Now, we're going to be in. He is unlikely. So he's going to split, so we're just going to do a nice 2-board rounding.
Yeah, copy.
Just looking at both helmsmen there, that gives you an indication of how the boat's moving around through the water, watching them move in unison, so definitely not a smooth ride, which is hard to pick up on the TV, but really feeling everything through the body there. Boat's moving around a lot.
He'll go right turn.
Not that easy if you're sitting on a bike, I imagine.
There's 2 boards.
This is a race that has both teams in their chase boats sitting on the edge of their seats. American Magic through the bottom gate to complete leg number 2 and heading upwind on the 3rd leg. You heard him say 2 boards down, and down they go. And in come Orient Express Racing as well. They go around the opposing mark.
Take me out of 2-board, please.
Slight gain downwind by American Magic.
Stand by. We're down here in 3. And turning. Nice way.
Et on continue à faire vers 40.
Super mal. Ah, il faut vraiment lancer une voiture.
C'est du carré, mec, c'est bien.
Orient Express Racing doing a nice job getting the boat locked in upwind there.
Onto the chase boat for American Magic. Coach Tom Burnham is here. Tight one here, Tom.
Yeah, it is a tight one for sure. We're making it, keeping everybody on the edge of their seats. Even here in the chase boat, we're all getting plenty of nerves going on over here, that's for sure.
What are you concerned about?
It's tough conditions, and there's a lot of debris in the water and big waves, and so there's a lot of potholes out here that we just need to be aware of, but keep sailing hard and racing the boat well. So it's tough.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
The race well and truly on here. As Tom Burnham was just saying, what's going on out there, a lot of waves to deal with here, and to see how fast these boats are going upwind in this sea state. Really tricky job here, and both teams doing a great job.
France doing so well at keeping it tight. I mean, they haven't made a mistake this whole race. A real classy performance today.
I'd be intrigued to know who would you rather be, the leader or the chaser in conditions like this with the pressure coming from Orient Express to get that win.
You're always looking forwards up the course, whether you're leading or trailing, you're just trying to do everything you can to keep your boat going well.
Pretty even wind direction.
Hey, open
Okay,
course.
stand by. We're down here in 3, 2, 1. And turning.
Definitely nice to be able to tack where you want to tack, being the leading boat. So trailing boat,
Okay, he comes back.
a little more dictated too, but
Happy to just go open course.
French out of
here for us.
phase now and staying in touch. So just need to keep chipping away here, the French to stay in touch, and still quite a lot of racing to go in this race.
Just gonna go
Let's
to a
go to
lane.
chase 0, Peter Lester. Can you see Orient Express Racing hauling them in?
I think the boats are very even, but what I'm looking at on this right-hand side, I think there's a bit of a geographic shift in the top third of the course. So on the extreme right on the land, there's a hill, and the container port, and the wind is wrapping round the bottom of that hill and through the container port, creating this geographic shift coming in on starboard at the top mark.
He looks like he's setting up for on and in right.
So having a look at the 3D, sorry Shirley, really great footage there, and that wind field so crucial in providing the direction of which way to go there, and what Pete was saying, definitely some winds of breeze there which are probably advantaging the Americans here a little bit. You can see the track there lifting up, winding around, and they'll take the left-hand turn.
It's about 10 seconds, fellas.
American Magic still leading Orient Express Racing in race 26 of the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. But there isn't too much in this. You do not want to put a foot wrong here. Otherwise, it could mean disaster.
Little more. There it is. Okay, nice fair one.
Orient Express Racing, and they've completed the halfway mark.
Big push there from the cyclists to get that traveller back up closer to centre and use the acceleration. Ghost boat here, saying still an advantage to the Americans exiting this manoeuvre.
There's the helmsman and the trimmer side by side on American Magic, and behind them facing backwards is the cyclers. But the US cyclers today are producing more power, both the average and the higher peaks during the manoeuvres, which gives the trimmers more and more options to do exactly what they want. So
Which was something they struggled with the other day.
There we go. We're not going to lay on and in left now, on and in right. We're very hot.
Come down with that, please. Goody, I got a big trim down for you.
Okay, trim.
We're working on it.
No. Okay, we're going to have to just pick. Actually, let's go to a boundary, and then we might.
Stand by.
You've got.
Go down in 3, 2, 1. Stand.
Hang in here, gents.
Nice job there on American Magic. They'll be happy with that. That was a really good bottom speed there.
Big touchdowns.
Nice job. Hi, Travis.
He jibes back there, so he's going to follow us in.
Hey, careful here, losing rudder.
Big push.
Good Tom Slingsby there, so
Powering up.
lost the rudder.
Being wide.
It's a big drift, loss of traction.
I'll definitely take it in.
Right on the edge, pushing hard.
He'll be thinking about the race against Ineos Britannia when at the top leg, when they were leading comfortably, they had a big skid at the leg 5 and almost blew it, but they came home, and they came home well.
Should get in here.
Still 2 and a bit legs to go in this race.
Yep, full power on here.
Okay, we're getting a light patch from here.
Pressure does crazy things to any sports person at the elite level.
It'll be a 2 board in 10 seconds.
It's going to need a big push to get someone out of this.
Board down here in 3.
The New York Yacht Club's American Magic sailing Patriot. Complete leg 4.
Turning up here.
2 more legs to go to get a valuable point and pretty much slot them into the semi-finals of the Louis Vuitton Cup.
He's going to follow.
Yeah.
French still hanging in here.
Orient Express Racing. They've completed 4 legs. They're still trying to hunt down American Magic. And they've sailed a pretty immaculate race.
Sailing well, Orient Express Racing, certainly not letting go of American Magic, so a lot of pressure on the Americans here to keep executing well. The French breathing down their necks here at the moment. Really nice tack there on American Magic.
On board the chase boat for Orient Express Racing, Coach Thierry Douillard joins us right now. You're still in this, Thierry. Where do you think you can get them?
We are fighting for the right side of the start and the right side of the course. Currently, we didn't get it for the first cross, so after it's a bit hard, but keep pushing and we'll see what's going on. Boys are doing a great job, but I'm sure it's still a bit behind, so let's push.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's get out here to the right.
Yeah.
The head bobbing up and down, you can see in the back left of that
all the
boat
way
of the
to
cyclists,
boundary,
they are pushing hard.
Yeah, copy. Little press.
Can do
The American Magic choosing to have recumbent bikes, so the guys are sitting down on the floor of the boat. It meant that they could radically change the design of their platform.
5 seconds to a boundary.
Oh, here's the ghost boat.
Go to.
Likes the way American Magic's going.
Picking up
Slight
best time
lift
from
as they come out of that right-hand boundary.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1.
That's a really nice tack on board American Magic there.
Yeah, copy.
You see the projected frontal area
Happy to go with him,
of Patriot, a little bit less than some of the other teams with that recumbent cycling position. So the Americans
going all the way to ley line here.
Yep.
taking a different design path to some of the other teams.
Where's everything, boys?
Very close on the rudder here. Actually got something on the rudder. I can feel it vibrating, but just keep coming.
Yeah, Tom Slingsby suggesting he's got a bit of weed or something on the rudder.
They're pressing again now. Still got something on the rudder.
Okay, what do you want to do about it?
Nothing. Just keep coming.
Understood.
Not sure what can you do.
10 seconds.
Well, if they get too high, it's one way of clearing it, to get it out of the water, but that's not ideal.
Stand by.
Just got to have to hope it disappears, whatever it is, but hopefully we can get a little shot of that. Fantastic camera work there.
The question I have is how delicate are those? You start dragging something, you know, how susceptible are they? Well,
you can see the weed there, just a little bit of weed on that leeward foil, so it may not have actually been on the rudder itself. On the actual foil there, you can see that little bit of debris just wrapped around the bottom of the foil. Just a bit of seagrass just blowing off there, so that's a good sign for American Magic. They probably won't have even noticed that at this point in time, but say foil related, not rudder related.
There's always a twist to the tail, isn't there, when we come to American Magic of late, as they come in to complete the 5th leg, the second to last leg of this race. They will round that top gate ahead of Orient Express Racing.
You're all clear.
Coming away. Skateboard.
And they are gone. They are on the homeward run. And so too will be Orient Express Racing. One of their best performances of the regatta so far.
Plenty going on in this sea state for both teams. Driving a Formula One car down a set of moguls, not that easy to do.
Orient Express Racing have not let go of American Magic. This is the final leg.
See that pressure coming down through the middle of the course there. Both boats sailing into that, possibly just a little more advantageous for the Americans there. Average speed just 0.7 of a knot or so faster to the Americans.
Here in 3, 2, 1. And turning. I think hands wide. Understood. Hands coming under now. The traffic. Backhand's made now.
Probably. Trim it down and touch when we can.
Go, boys. Guys coming. Meet me.
Okay, we are clear. Okay, happy to jibe here.
Okay, stand by. 3, 2, 1. And turn in.
Big pressure manoeuvre here for the Americans.
It's a lot of shit.
Gotta keep it together here.
Straight through this.
French absolutely not letting go here and actually closing the gap back up again. So really, really pushing the boat hard to try and get back into this race.
Going up a little around that one.
Closing in on the finish. And the French, who would dearly love a point, still in the hunt to the end. They have not given up. They have given it everything in race 26. It's not going to be enough. And American Magic, representing the New York Yacht Club, will bank win number 4 in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series and lock themselves into the semi-finals.
There's some hard conditions, man.
Turning up here.
Yeah, great result there for American Magic.
And Orient Express Racing come up empty, but they still have one race to go. They're still only one race behind Alinghi Red Bull Racing, but they are below the cut line.
Sailed